over there and did that though. I ain't gonna lie.
That's even worse. Like your own people did that to you. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, so you don't top 5 at all, or was you just he came at you, so you came back?
Bro, I don't know. This nigga's from Somalia, bro.
The Mali's run over there though.
But
yeah, so before this video continues, it says here 6ix9ine trolls Pressa and calls Canadians soft. So from what I know, Pressa is a rapper from Canada.
that's what I'm saying, but why am I beefing with a pirate, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like for real, bro. Like, why am I beefing with from Pirates of the Caribbean? Like, I'm not beefing with you. Like you hear how you talk? Like, I'm not even scared. If you was to rob me at gunpoint talking like that, I'm not even scared no more, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you're not scared of those Toronto demons, man.
There's no demons in Toronto.
There's a couple demons. You know about Pressa then?
Bro, like I'm saying, like
What you just said now, there's no demons in Toronto. Demons meaning people capable of violence. Any place, country, or area that you go to, anywhere, there are people that are capable of violence, that are violent, that have done murders, etc. So for him to say that there's no demons in Toronto or in Canada, that doesn't make sense to me. Because any place, literally any place that you go to, there are people that are capable of those type of acts.
Nope. Say what they want. I'm not believing no. Like, if you're from Canada, I love you, Canada. I love all my fans I got in Canada. But if you're from Canada, I'm not like you're not tough.
Hey, let me get you on, man. No, they be wilding out over there, man. I got.
Yeah, they be wilding out with Canadians. Like Canadians be wilding with Canadians. Like you're tough in Canada. Like, you know how to deal with a Canadian. Ain't no Canadian coming over here and wilding. Like Americans up? Where?
I don't know, man. Your boy Kodak got shot.
Where?
In Florida by allegedly some Canadians.
Well, I never heard of that, bro. And if we didn't hear about it and it wasn't done the right way, like, you know what I mean?
You know,
like Canadians shot Kodak apparently, and we didn't hear about it. So that should tell you all you need to know. Like,
hey, look, do you want me to show you how demonic these Canadians get?
Let me.
I'm just thinking now what he said just now in the video somewhere along here. He said that Canadians or people from Toronto are not tough. For you to be able to define what is tough, aren't you supposed to be tough yourself? What is your definition of tough? So for you to talk on something you don't know of or have no experience on does not make sense to me.
See these demons, these Canadian demons.
You're going to need to issue an apology.
Another thing I was thinking of, after what happened to him in the gym, after his home getting invaded, and after him getting abducted, etc., with his prior and previous cases, he is the one to talk about being tough. If you are tough, none of those things would have happened to you.
Apology to my guy Pressa in about 2
I mean, I don't know him. I just know Pressa because the song Canadian Goose.
Yeah, there's nothing I have against 6ix9ine. I'm just stating my thoughts.
With Tory Lanez, right?
It's hard, right?
It's hard. That made me want to put a Canadian Goose on, and then he started to be red, right? The Coily Ray.
Allegedly, yeah.
Not allegedly.
Facts.
It's fact.
No, all right. So I'm gonna tell you why. You're about to see why. Throw the headphones on real quick. You're about to find out why no one should mess with Pressa, all right? And his brother, bro, serious guys. Right?
Yeah, but so let me say this again.
All right.
Like,
you gotta wait and do what you see before you make it.
Let me say this.
Because in a minute you'll be like, damn, they won. All right, so let's see what they're saying.
You ever saw the LeBron James meme when he's like,
it's a good one.
I bet.
In April 2016, when allegedly members of Toronto's young buck killers were throwing a party at a rented apartment. At some point, members of a rival Queens Drive Crip gang tried to crash the event, leading to an armed standoff in a hallway where around 8 to 10 shots were fired. Apparently, shots rang out after members of YDK rode up to the apartment in an elevator, getting out of the 25th floor to confront the Crips that had crashed their party, and immediately opening fire when the elevator doors opened in a scene that was caught on CCTV and looked like something straight out of an old western. Now, in this clip, we see a gunfight in the hallway, followed by an alleged YDK member getting shot. You can barely make out in the footage, but essentially, a bullet grazes his head, narrowly missing, and after dodging the bullet, he drops to the floor, sliding over to take cover behind the closing elevator door. That bullet in the elevator looked a hair away from being fatal, and as a result, the YDK members that had been shot at would come back with a serious furious response. Allegedly, the YBK members reconvened at a house in Swansea Mews, where they decided that they would target 2 people who had supposedly told the Crips that their party was going on. With it being said that the next day, the YBK members summoned 2 17-year-old Crips to a property. Now, I'm not sure what they thought they were going there for, but when they arrived, they were then held captive for around 48 hours, over which time they were subjected to cruel and unusual torture, the likes of which I have never encountered in any kind of drill or gang story in the developed world. According to the police, the 2 17-year-old youths were tied to a chair and beaten. During their beating, they were forced to play Russian roulette with a loaded handgun, and a shot was fired in the premises. And whatever was going on at that property was so bad that the police received multiple reports of suspicious activity and even visited the property. As a result of this added attention, the victims were then kidnapped and moved to multiple locations around the city to escape the cops as the abuse continued. And at this point, apparently things escalated even further, with it being reported that the 2 kidnappees were forced to do things of a nature with each other. And that's not all. Apparently, these acts were filmed, and then the kidnappers got in touch with the victim's family, negotiating a ransom.
Yeah, that's the weird and fucked up thing about all these kidnappings and supposed acts of violence when they start involving homosexual acts on people against each other, where people must start molesting and doing those things or things of that nature to each other, which does not make sense to me. If you're a gangster, you're robbing you are a supposed gangster. You're robbing someone. What makes you feel that you're more gangster now by making people do acts of sexualism on each other? Especially whether the fact that they think that way inclined or not makes no difference. For you to do that does not make sense to me.
For their release. And the details for this ransom were apparently $3,000 for the release of the 2 kidnappees and a final payment of $7,000 within a week, while the videos would be released.
Bro, you ever heard anything that crazy, bro?
I'm not gonna lie. You see, like, let me just be honest, bro. Just that you played me, they made them each other, recorded it. That's happening in America, bro. Like you see how sus and
No, that you said what they did in that video is not happening in America. I think that has already happened in America and most likely other places in the world.
That's demonic, though.
that is not demonic. There's nothing demonic about making you. If I kidnap you and your cameraman and I make up each other and then call your family and say, yo, if you don't send me 3 bands,
Bro,
it's not even like 50 bands.
That's demonic.
It's like, yo, but if you want, that's not demonic. That is straight. Like, that's some.
Bruh.
Like, put it like this. Like Diddy my mans. But like, I'm not saying like that's like some real.
No.
Like, yo, oh my God, and record it. Like, I'm not doing that. Nigga. I'm beating it out you, and I'm calling your family like, yo, I'm gonna keep beating it.
See, I would not play with these guys now. I would not play with these guys. Come on, you're not trying to experience it. You've been kidnapped.
Put it like this, yeah, but
you got a flight in the grand scheme of things.
So when I got kidnapped, did they make me somebody? Like, you know what I mean? Nobody's doing that.
Yeah,
bro.
thank God.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we don't go to Canada, like, cause like them. It's like, you know what I mean? Like that's not cool. Like, you saying that, like, that's some demon.
I'm saying it's cool, but I'm saying it's wild. Like, these guys are wilding out.
Wilding out on some. Like, you know what I mean? Like what do we say? So now you just made it worse. Now you made Pressa look like a just. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I agree with what 6ix9ine is saying here, saying that what they made those people do, take a video of them doing things to each other, that whole fucking thing is weird to me. That's something I'll never understand.
Okay.
Pressa, this is the worst story they could have used. Cause not only am I not scared now, like, after I remember what his voice sound like, come on, like, what am I, like, come on, bro, like, and even on top of that, like, 3 bands, bro, you really kidnap somebody for 3 bands, like, at least up it, like, 50 bands and negotiate, like, down to 20.
Yeah, there's another thing that doesn't make sense. How can you kidnap somebody, risk your freedom, risk the people that you kidnapping, risk their life, risk your life, and then you only ask for 3,000? Is 3,000 really worth the risk that you take in the jail time and the possible negative things that can happen while you're kidnapping them? While you're kidnapping them, you can think, might end up having to shoot them by mistake or shoot them intentionally. They might fight back, you have to get violent with them, you end up killing somebody. Now is that 3,000 that you're asking for, is it worth all that? To me, it's not worth it.
He was coming up at this point, you know what I'm saying? He's getting to the bag now.
Cool. Look, I don't know if you want me to be like, oh, nah, what the, that was, and like that's all I gotta say. That's what I got from that.
Yeah, that went left. That didn't go. I was trying to stick up for, you know what I'm saying, the other side, top five, all of that. It's just, it gets mad complicated, man. But clearly that was the wrong clip.
Yeah, like that was not even the wrong clip. Like you just made them look even crazier. Like if people didn't believe in Canadian gangsters, even less now. Like, all right, matter of fact, look like this. Do you look at who's the guy that used to kidnap black guys and drug them?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Do you look at Jeffrey Dahmer like, oh my God, like that's a killer? Like we look at him as disturbed. How do you look at Jeffrey Dahmer? Do you look at him as a non-trade big gangster murderer?
Nah.
Do you?
No.
So America, we're known as the killers. Canada is known as Jeffrey Dahmers. Cause they literally making their victims sodomize each other.
Yeah, the thing that he just said now before the video ended about essentially making gangsterism and being a killer cool. There's nothing cool about all that fucking bullshit. Because you're killing somebody that supposedly makes you a gangster. You're taking the life of somebody's life away, somebody's child's life, somebody's spouse's life, somebody's friend's life. You're taking a life away just so that people can think you're cool. All of a sudden, no, you're so gangster, you've done this and that. Killing anybody, doing anything negative to anybody should have no cool connotation attached to it.